What's going on, Boxing fans? This is Kenneth, SBM Boxing. From request, subscribe, SBM Boxing. We actually cover all post-fight, pre-fight. We give our predictions, we give our feedbacks. We get a lot of insight when it comes to boxing. It's a family-oriented channel. You have friends, family. We all get together at George the Boxing Genius house, and we watch a lot of boxing. That's all we do. That's all we do. You know, we just cover it. We cover it. We give the hottest news, hottest topics. You got George the Boxing Genius, Angel Chino Sanchez, Nelson, The Godfather, Joaquin Jose, just Steven, Suave Tate. Just a bunch of us. We get together, watch all the major boxing events at the little MGM, which is George the Boxing Genius house. And we record him from time to time. But we covered everything, you know. So go ahead and subscribe. It's a great channel. But Happy New Year's, Happy 2015. Out with the old, in with the new. 2014, 2015, and 2015. I'm very, very excited. I have a New Year's resolution. I'm going to cover more boxing. You know, I'm going to cover more videos, cover more topics. What are we going to speak about? Just like this video, we're going to speak on Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather Jr. What the fuck is going on with this? I'm actually exhausted. I'm tired. I've been doing these videos for years and years and years about Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao. I'm exhausted. I'm tired of defending side by side. I think all in all, you know, they're both to blame. You know, a lot of people, speculation saying that Bob Arum's in the mix. You know, Bob Arum's the reason why this fight hasn't happened. You have the Cold War between Showtime. You have the Cold War between HBO, different networks that you can't vary. It just depends on fighters. You have Top Rank. You have Golden Boy. You have Mayweather Promotions. You have Mayweather that doesn't like Bob Arum. You know, you have random blood, urine testing. You have the purse split. You know, you have some guy from fucking Dubai that's willing to offer these guys $100 million plus. There's a lot of stories. There's a lot of bullshit out there. At the end of the day, I'm not buying it. You know, I agree with Lennox Lewis. You know, it gets to a point where Lennox was just like, you know what? I don't care. I agree with Mike Tyson as well. Mike Tyson said, you know what? It comes down to your legacy. It comes down to the fans. You have Floyd Mayweather Jr. coming out with even his pastime, he wants to give what the fans want. Manny Pacquiao wants to give what the fans want. Manny Pacquiao's the people's champ. But fuck, man, you know, just make it happen already. You know, you have Floyd Mayweather Jr. saying that money's not about, you know, everything and arguing about money and stuff like that. But he's going to make a shitload of money, you know, fighting this fight. If Manny Pacquiao's willing, you know, but Manny Pacquiao is not about the money, but Manny Pacquiao is not willing to take, you know, less, which is, it contradicts itself. You know, I think Manny Pacquiao, he's all for the drug, random blood, urine, drug testing. That's perfectly fine. You got Bob Arum in the mix. I don't even know what's true or not. You know, I read so much stuff that I'm just all fucked up. But at the end of the day, you know, I agree with Lennox Lewis. And Lennox Lewis was saying, you know, way back when Mike Tyson and I had to make this fight happen. I know Mike Tyson versus Lennox Lewis was the biggest fight of the year. You know, I think Mike Tyson was with HBO. I don't know. But anyways, it was HBO and Showtime. They were both on different networks, and they made the fight happen. They had over 2 million views, and they made it happen. You know, Lennox Lewis, Mike Tyson, all these guys, Evander Holyfield, they were saying, you know, just make this fight happen. Everyone wants to see this fight. This is what the fans want. So Manny Pacquiao, you want to get what the fans want, go ahead and fight Floyd Mayweather Jr. You're going to make money. You're going to get paid. You're going to make more money than you ever made in any other fight. Floyd Mayweather Jr., this is for your legacy, man. You know, all in all, both of the fighters are some, you know, they're the best in this era right now. But all in all I can say, Floyd Mayweather Jr., between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao, you know, this fight definitely has to happen Cinco de Mayo. You have Canelo Alvarez versus Miguel Cotto. I think the fight is stupid for boxing financially. It's retarded to have both of these major fights happen at the same time. I think something's got to give. You know, these both fights are big major fights. I think they need to be separate, so they need to figure this shit out. But I think all in all, you know, in the ranks of boxing, you got Floyd Mayweather Jr. 1, Pacquiao number 2. Floyd Mayweather Jr. right now is the number 1 athlete in the sport of boxing, period, regardless of weight class. I understand he's 37 years old, but he still remains undefeated. Say what you want, duck, dodge, but legitimately, there hasn't been no one to take that all away. You know, and you know, 2014, this past year that just passed, you know, he had 2 fights. He took on Marcus Maidana. Now, the first fight was much better than anticipated. You know, Marcus Maidana actually came in and put on a good fight, but still he walked away with the majority decision. 4 months later, Floyd Mayweather Jr. came back. And unanimous decisions again in all 3 judges' scorecards. It definitely happened. It wasn't even close. That fight wasn't even close. I like the fact that Floyd Mayweather Jr. is more active. He's fighting more and more. He's fighting more and more. He's not taking any layoffs or anything like that. Before that, he fought Canelo Alvarez, and it was the highest grossing fight of all time. That was September 2013. Now, comparing both fighters, I don't care what anybody tells me. Manny Pacquiao, you can see his resume. Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s resume. You have one fighter. His name's Canelo Alvarez, and there's not one fighter that can compare to Canelo Alvarez on Manny Pacquiao's resume. As of right now, and this is 2013. This was 2 years ago, the end of 2013. In September, Canelo Alvarez was undefeated. He's young. He's a champ. He's a rising star. He was the guy that a lot of people thought that, he just walked through fighters. A lot of people thought that Floyd Mayweather Jr. met his match. But Mayweather didn't even come close. Canelo didn't even come close. Canelo didn't even give Mayweather any problems whatsoever. It's like he beat him with ease. And I know, Pacquiao has a track record, Ricky Hatton, Shane Mosley. He has a track record of fighting fighters that Mayweather has fought, and completely dominating them. But Canelo Alvarez is a threat. If Pacquiao was ever to step into the ring against Canelo Alvarez, I tell you what, that'd be a fucking hell of a fight. And Canelo Alvarez doesn't like fighters that just, Erislandy Lara gave Canelo Alvarez problems, just running around the ring and stuff like that. Manny Pacquiao's not going to do that. Manny Pacquiao's going to brawl, and that's what Canelo likes. So if Canelo Alvarez steps in the ring with Manny Pacquiao, that'd be a hell of a fight. So if Manny Pacquiao wants to fight somebody else besides Floyd Mayweather Jr., Canelo Alvarez will be that fight. But I know Canelo wants to fight Cotto, so I would like to see how that fight happens. But anyways, on the other side, you have Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao, 2 years ago, I was completely shocked. I was shocked to see that Manny Pacquiao, he lost. He lost back-to-back. He had a highly controversial loss against Timothy Bradley. I thought Manny Pacquiao won that fight. And then Marquez knocked him out. Got knocked out by Marquez. Even the third fight with the Marquez fight, I thought that fight was a draw. Marquez didn't fall that one fight. I know the first fight and the second fight were a lot of controversies back and forth. Everyone thought that Marquez won that fight. A lot of people thought that Marquez won. A lot of people thought Manny Pacquiao won. Second fight was even closer and stuff like that. But the third fight itself, Marquez didn't drop whatsoever. He didn't fall so many times. And I think Marquez actually defensively, I thought he outboxed Manny Pacquiao. That was a good ass fight. And a lot of people thought Manny Pacquiao lost that fight. Coming into the fourth fight of their careers facing each other again, Marquez knocked him out. And I thought it was practically impossible. I thought this fight would never happen, dude. I thought this fight would never happen between Mayweather, and I thought Mayweather was just like, you know what? There's no need to fight Manny Pacquiao. But Manny Pacquiao came back. He came back. He beat Timothy Bradley. He came back. He put on a great performance against Brandon Reels, even though Brandon Reels came from 140 to 147, still came out on top. But like I said, he beat Timothy Bradley and reclaimed the WBO welterweight title. And he also just recently beat the shit out of Chris Algieri, knocking him down 6 times the whole entire fight. But I understand that Brandon Reels, Chris Algieri coming from 140 to 147, welterweight for the first appearance. It's just, I don't know. But still, Manny Pacquiao looked really, really good, and I think it's a great time for Manny Pacquiao to come back and fight Floyd Mayweather Jr. Do I think this fight's going to happen? I hope so. I'm tired of making these videos and stuff like that, but who knows? All I know is this worst case scenario. I always set myself up a worst case scenario. So say, for instance, the fight doesn't happen. What's next? Canelo Alvarez is going to fight Miguel Cotto for Cinco de Mayo. Mayweather's not going to allow that. So the only fight that's going to happen is Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao Cinco de Mayo. But if, say, for instance, it doesn't happen, I don't want to see someone like Chris Algieri fighting Manny Pacquiao. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see another Brandon Reels. I don't want to see another 140 contender, Jesse Vargas. And I know a lot of people are saying that this is in the mix. Manny Pacquiao, this might be the second person and waiting in line besides Mayweather Jr., Jesse Vargas coming up from 140. I understand he's undefeated, but there's another 140 fucking fighter that's going to fight Mayweather. Manny Pacquiao. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that fight. You know, I don't want to see Mayweather fight anyone else besides Manny Pacquiao. If he fights Amir Khan, that's great. I would like to see him fight Amir Khan. Amir Khan or Kell Brook. They're both fighters. You know what, Manny Pacquiao? You fight Kell Brook. Amir Khan fights Floyd Mayweather Jr. I'll be pleased with that. I don't want to see Jesse Vargas. I don't want to see a Danny Garcia. I don't want to see another Timothy Bradley. I don't want to see a rematch between Juan and Marquez. I don't want to see that shit. Marquez versus Keith Thurman. I would definitely like to see that. Shawn Porter versus Timothy Bradley. I would like to see that as well. Danny Garcia or Lucas Matisse versus Adrien Broner. I would like to see that. Adrien Broner versus Danny Garcia. I would like to see that. Robert Guerrero versus Keith Thurman. I would like to see that. Robert Guerrero, because he's in the rankings and stuff like that. A rematch against Andre Berto. I would like to see that. But I don't want to see Kell Brook, Amir Khan should be the only two opponents for Floyd Mayweather Jr. or Manny Pacquiao if they don't fight each other. Other than that, nothing else should happen. But anyways, guys, this is my last video on the Floyd Mayweather Jr. versus Manny Pacquiao. I apologize. It's not a great video, but I had a great video on this. But anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think as far as... All right, so say, for instance, Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather Jr. don't fight each other. Who would you like to see Manny Pacquiao fight? Who would you like to see Floyd Mayweather Jr. fight? You know, George the Boxing Genius wants to see Marcus Maidana versus Manny Pacquiao. Just so he can compare. You know, Marcus Maidana loses to Manny Pacquiao beats him up, and you can sit there and say, well, you see what Manny Pacquiao did to Marcus Maidana? Look what... Come on, man. You can't compare that. It's just stylistically, it's two different fighters. So, it doesn't matter. But anyways, guys, this is Kenneth, SBM Boxing. Friend request, subscribe. Have a good one.